Hi everyone. Sorry for filming in vertical today, but we're gonna do an experiment because I have reason to believe that there are certain food items in my home that are poisoned, specifically with GHB. Now, the reason why I don't talk about things like this that are provable, evidentiary, is not because I'm afraid of not being believed. I am more afraid of being blamed. So, regardless of what the results of today's experiment are, I want it to be known that I don't poison people. I have no reason to poison anyone, really. I mean, I don't need to do that to live my life. And I'm constantly put in these positions where I can prove it, but people don't have good faith for me. So I'm just gonna do what I gotta do, and we'll see what the test says. So I will be using these tests from Kuzobro. They're drink test kits. It comes with 10 cards. There's 5 cards in each one. I haven't opened them. Here, I'll even... These are the lengths to which I have to go. My hands are clean. I just washed them. Alright, so that's 5 here. It's going to go back in the bag. This is why my videos are so boring, because it's just me, you know, it's just me in my real life. Alright, and then we got 5 more here, so I haven't used any of them. This isn't a setup. I'm going to take out 2. Both have 2 testing spots on them. And what I'm going to be testing today, salt. So there's 2 containers of salt. There's this big one, and you can see, if you look into it, there's like that big clump right there. So some of the moisture in the air has caused the salt to adhere to itself and get kind of clumpy. So this should be my control. We'll see. We'll see if it's clean or not. This container, this smaller container, it's probably hard to see on camera, but you know, there's no lumps, it doesn't stick together at all. And to my eye, again, this camera's not strong enough to show it, I'm sorry. To my eye, this one has a slightly powdery appearance to it. So let's test it. For the record, I don't like GHB as a substance. Some people really enjoy it as a party drug. It's been used against me my whole life, so I'm not partial to it. But I'm standing up back here with 2 clean glass containers. And I'm not going to be crazy exact with the water measurements. After all, I'm a biological experiment, not a doctor. So, 2 cups here, just regular old tap water. And I'm going to keep this one on this side, this right side here. So that's going to be right here. I'm not going to get a label, I'm sorry. And then I have my control. So, I'm going to start with the control. I got a ½ teaspoon. I'm not sure how much to use, so I'm just going to use a teaspoon of salt each. Because why not? 1, 2. Great. So once we mix that, that will be the control solution. This is my variable. 1 and 2. So the instructions are tailored towards alcoholic beverages that are spiked or otherwise poisoned with drugs like GHB and ketamine. Sorry, I'm just going to move these back so we can see. My hands are clean. The directions say to just mix it with a finger. You know, just stick your finger in the drink and then put it on the card. So I'm just going to mix this until the salt is dissolved. Maybe a teaspoon was too much, you know, for it to fully dissolve in this amount of water. So I'm just gonna do it until most of the crystals are gone. I'm gonna make sure that I'm not actually putting any crystals on the test pad. And the way that this works is that this top one, probably, focus. Come on, baby girl. So the top one says unsafe or clear. So if the dot turns blue, that means it's poisoned. If it stays the same color, turns yellow, it's fine. Same goes for the bottom, except for it's pink and blue. So basically, if they turn blue, then the solution contains either GHB or ketamine. So we're just going to start. It's mostly dissolved, and we're just going to put a drop on. There you go. And then we're going to do it again. And it says to wait for 1 to 3 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to wash my hands, and we'll mix the next solution. I might have to run this a few times. Like I said, maybe a full teaspoon for that much water is too much, but maybe not. All right. And this is just a regular ass kitchen, so you know I'm not sterile, but my hands are clean. Okay. This is looking so good so far. And actually, I'm just going to take a moment to read the instructions out loud. Step 1, apply a drop of drink to each test spot. Gently smear each spot. Do not mix drink in different spots. Wait until dry. If either test spot turns blue, do not drink. This test is only for GHB and ketamine-based drugs. All right. So I'm just going to keep mixing this. And I'm noticing that this one's a little bit cloudier. I think you can see that on the camera. Look at how white and opaque this one is compared to this one. Same amount of salt, same amount of, it's the same amount of water, essentially, almost. All right, and just to further prove the different shade of the liquid, I'm just going to let it settle for a second. I know I wiped my hands on my jeans. But look at that. That alone. And this one even has a slightly pinkish tinge because it's pink salt. But this one, it's almost white. Okay, so I'm going to use a new finger. And we're going to stick our finger in it. And we're going to drop. And we're going to smear, and we're going to drop, and we're going to smear. Maybe a little more on that one, because that's not a lot. There we go. Okay. And add a little bit more. You know what? We'll put a little more on this one, too, because this pink one's not really wet. Different hands, no cross-contamination. Alright, so this video is 9 minutes and 35 seconds long, so I'm just going to wait until 10 minutes and 35 seconds, and we'll check back in a minute. So, I'm using a different camera than I normally use for my videos. I'm also filming in vertical because this is not one of my video essays. People have criticized me for the way that I speak, for reading off of notes, and One of the injuries that I've sustained in life is a spinal cord injury. I was stabbed with needles, multiple times in the back when I was 14 years old. I'm going to talk about that later. And part of having a spinal cord injury is that it becomes difficult to speak sequentially. I have no other way to describe it. We're coming up on a minute now. All right. So, almost. Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so it's been a minute since I inoculated the test strips. And the pink one is the same on both, sorry. But can you see this one in my right hand? Look at how it is just slightly more blue than the other. So, the green one on this, which codes for GHB, has stayed the same. The green one on this, which codes for GHB, has taken on a blue color. So, that means, and these bottom ones here, they're for ketamine. They're both negative. They don't show anything. I know I should have used better lighting, but it's right there. Come on now. Oh, it could be a filter. It could be a ba-ba-ba-ba. Shut up. I just proved that my food was poisoned. Look at this. It's visibly different. Don't start with me. So, I believe that proves it. There is GHB in this salt container. I threw out a bag of coffee earlier this month because it tasted just off, but I would not be surprised if that had also been drugged with GHB. I'm just gonna be saucy, and we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more card for the GHB. Fresh and clean. Same hand. Look at that. You can really see it. It's going blue. So maybe there's not a lot of GHB in the salt, but you can see how the way that I smeared it, there's not that much liquid at the top, but it's down here. I will be saving a portion of this salt in a bag. Also, today is May 29th, I believe. 29th, 2025. And that was my experiment.